Do you remember the Home Guard in Bampton?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, you remember Arthur Hill that used to have the
junk shop.
Junk shop, for want of a better word. His father, I think, was in charge of the Home Guard in Bampton. They used to have meetings up in the town hall, and I can remember he used to always take a bottle of milk out to make the tea.
Did he stay in charge all the time, or did Mr.
I
Webb
think so. I think
on?
so. That Mr. Pratt was in it. His wife was a teacher.
Right. Yes.
Her father was this tailor that owned their cottages. He used to be agent for Frost Coal. He used to live around by the
Landals, Van Landals.
Yeah.
Around there.
Yeah, he used to live around there.
There wasn't a coal yard around there, was there?
No,
okay.
He was just the agent for Frost Coal was in Whitney.
Oh right. Okay.
He was just the local agent.
Yeah.
Jim Pratt, his name was, and he used to play cricket for Bampton as well. But
do you remember where they had their manoeuvres?
well, they used to have them all round. My mum went down to hang some washing on the one day, and one of them was hiding in the hedge and of their garden, and he sort of went shh. Yeah. I can remember one year we dug the back garden. We just got it all dug, and this army unit turned up and mounted probably a mortar on their garden that we just dug, which didn't please us very much.
No, I think it didn't.
Because we used to sort of try and dig it amongst. I mean, I was only young, and my brother was 5 years older than me, so it was probably him that done most of the digging.
What year were you born?
1936.
Right.
March.
But was that the Home Guard was mounting the mortar, or was it some other?
No, I don't
practice
think so.
regiment? No. Yeah.
And I can remember there was quite a few army units come down in the field next to us, next to Primrose,
Oh yeah.
and they dug I don't know, sort of a big pit thing just over the wall
Yeah.
in the corner there. And they had I don't know if it was a tank or it was a thing with tracks, because they got out in that field and one of the tracks broke on this
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a brain gun carrier or something bigger than that. It was a track driven thing anyway.
Yeah.
And they also went over in Reed's field and dug a lot of these W-shaped trenches there. I mean, years after you could see where they'd been, because I think when they filled them in it sunk a little bit and you could still see where they used to be.
Yeah.
And why did they build W-shaped trenches? What were they for? Just practice?
Well, that was how you dug a trench. You know, in warfare you wouldn't have a straight trench. You had so that if anything landed in the trench you could go round the corner, sort of thing.
Okay. Okay. So they were still practicing for World War I, basically, weren't they?
Yeah, more or less.
Trench warfare.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then they did have an army camp at Chain Lane.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And then they moved the huts from there up to the end of New Road.
What, Station Road then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sort of opposite the police station.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that, where those bungalows are
Yes. Yeah.
now. And they moved the huts from this camp up to there for some reason.
Yeah.
And
can you remember the Americans arriving?
Yeah, the Americans were in that camp.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever tasted turkey at Christmas there. Of course, the kids used to get out there and they used to be sort of playing, what they call it, baseball.
Yeah.
Well, just throwing the ball around,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
And that big glove catching it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had they used to put parties on in the institute.
In the
village
what's
hall,
the village
Bampton.
hall? Yeah. Yeah.
because that was sort of handed over to the Americans during the war. It was
Was it?
their sort of
Social club.
canteen sort of place, you know, their nightclub. No, it was where they could go, I suppose, and so they built a tin thing around the entrance so the light wouldn't show when.
Like a porch.
Yeah, like a porch.
Were they popular? Did people like the Americans being there?
Yeah, they used to put parties on for the kids.
Yeah.
We all had loads of sweets from them and everything.
Yeah.
But what I can remember, the American troops, they always wanted to know if you got an older sister. That was about their first question. we used to you know, see if we could get some chewing gum off of them and that. And
Did you say got any gum chunks?
yeah, sort of thing, you know, and they'd give us some chewing gum and oh, you got an older sister? Yeah. And they used to march down and halt around by the town hall there, and the local people used to be, you know, look at them and think they owns the place, you know.
So there's a bit of resentment, not from the kids, but from the adults.
A lot of the women, because their husbands and that were probably fighting in Burma and different places, and they didn't like it that these, you know, they didn't seem to be doing anything, and they got everything, and
yeah,
you know, and then they put a load of tents up, not the field, you know, where the doctor's surgery is now, that little field. Well, in the next field, they put a lot of bell tents in there just before D-Day.
yeah.
They had a lot of American troops in there then, and of course when the night of 5th of June, they all disappeared for D-Day the next day.
Yeah.